super imposium in a second. We'll do that. We'll definitely do that.
Awesome.
So let's get started with the top news story of the day. Obviously, Senate Democrats have passed the $3.5 trillion budget framework. Beer.
As buff.
And obviously, you know, Joe Manchin was just waiting for the opportunity. He was like sitting around, you know, hanging upside down in some fucking basement that he lives in his West Virginia mansion that's built like a chateau, because he's a fucking bat. Okay, well, he's a moth. He's Mothman, but whatever. Does anyone remember do you guys remember that fucking tweet I had about Joe Manchin? Like the moment, literally like moments after we found out that the Georgia seats were going to Democrats in the special election, and I immediately tweeted about Manchin. And I told you, a lot of you don't know who Joe Manchin is, but you will find out. Some along those lines. I mean, we sure have heard his name a lot, huh? Since then.
Yo.
So, yeah, the Mothman cometh. And he came. He's just waiting, dude. He's been fucking, yeah, I pre-watched The World. That's what happened. I mean, anyone who knows even a little bit about politics knew that was going to happen, but, you know, it did happen. So, yeah, President Joe Manchin, President of the United States of America, Joe Manchin, the most important man in politics, he's back at it again. But let's watch this first. Let's have a brief moment of celebration for a second before he gets like totally fucking ruined here.
Overnight, hours after passing a major infrastructure bill with bipartisan support, the Senate took another big step to push through President Biden's agenda. It narrowly approved a $3.5 trillion blueprint for family, health, and environmental programs. Much of that would be paid for with higher taxes on wealthy Americans and corporations. Chris Van Cleve is on Capitol Hill for us. Chris, good morning to you. What's next?
Tony, good morning. Now they have to take this framework and turn it into an actual bill. And what's inside that bill is going to be crucial to passing not only the Budget Act, but also this infrastructure bill they agreed on yesterday. If they manage to do that, they will deliver on many of President Biden's promises, but the road ahead could be rough and long.
The yeas are 50. The nays are 49, and the concurrent resolution as amended is agreed to.
This morning, the Senate approved a $3.5 trillion budget resolution, setting the framework for a massive budget bill loaded with progressive social programs, including child and senior care, and money to combat climate change. The 50-49 party line vote came after an overnight vote-a-rama on a lengthy series of non-binding amendments.
This amendment is just plain anti-pickup truck. Let's start there.
Opposed. Oh my God, dude. We got to see some of these. Is there like a good compy of like some of the best like dumbass takes on this? It's like people who have literally never touched a pickup truck. Or people who think that, like, you know, just mentioning pickup truck is the end all be all of like working class American. It's just McCloskey fucking type beat right here. You know how he like went into his family farm and was like, I'm picking up a bale of hay. That's why Missouri should vote for me. Just LARPing. It's one of the most disgusting things. I get so annoyed by it. I don't know why we don't shit on like Republican candidates and Republican politicians like LARPing as much as we do about like Beto O'Rourke or some shit, you know? Because like we always make fun of like, you know, John Kerry or any number of like liberals who try to, you know, speak Spanish or do stuff like that. But we never ever make fun of Republicans who are like, oh, I'm so real working class American. It's like, bitch, you're literally an Exxon lobbyist before you became a politician. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you haven't touched grass or hay outside of like a marketing campaign.
Opposing my amendment is a vote in support of defunding the police.
Some senators expressed.
Yeah, that's Tommy Tuberville had a really, really important proposal that got passed with a 99-0 fucking vote. Here, let's watch what that was before we continue on with this budget resolution. Dude, it's all flash. I swear to God. Look.
I call on my colleagues to support our law enforcement by voting yes for this amendment. Opposing my amendment is a vote in support of defunding the police and against the men and women in blue.
The gentleman's time has expired.
Madam President.
Senator from New Jersey.
Oh my fucking God. Cory Booker, like, chill, dude. Yo, this is why veganism should be illegal, okay? What the fuck, dude? You don't have to. What are you on right now? What kind of yerba mate did you have earlier, Cory Booker?
I am so excited. This is perhaps the highlight of this long and painful and torturous night.
Dude, what is this? Like, Cory Booker acting like he just got accepted into the Church of Scientology, dude. Bro, be a human for once, dude. Cory Booker, be a human challenge, okay? Cory Booker, you're doing it again, okay? He always he lays it on too thick. It's like, we get it, bro. You're an alien, okay? We get it. Like, you can't hide this from us. We understand. He's always looking like, he always acts in a way where he's just like trying to show you that he's a human being. This stream playback all the resolution. I'm not going to watch 5 hours, dude. That's crazy.
Senator from New Jersey.
I am so excited. This is perhaps the highlight.
And I know he's trying to make fun of the bill. It doesn't fucking matter, though. He's just like, just be normal. Dude, be normal, dude.
Of this long and painful and torturous night. This is a gift. If it wasn't complete abdication of Senate procedures and esteem, I would walk over there and hug my colleague from Alabama. And I will tell you right now, thank God, because there's some people who have said that they're members of this deliberative body that want to defund the police, to my horror. And now this senator has given us the gift that finally, once and for all, we can put to bed this scurrilous accusation that somebody in this great esteemed body would want to defund the police. So let all of us, 100 people, not walk, but sashay down there and vote for this amendment and put to rest the lies. And I am sure I will see no political ads attacking anybody here over defund the police. And I would ask unanimous consent to add something else to this obvious bill. Can we add also that every senator here wants to defund the police, believes in God, country, and apple pie? Thank you.
People are clapping, dude. They're such nerds, bro. The way that just be fucking normal has become a common line I use in my life. It's just, but it's true. Just be normal, dude. Why can't you? Like, I get the energy that he's trying to put out there. If it wasn't a complete abdication of Senate procedures, then during the vote, he did just that. Oh, Jesus Christ. He did.
This is Capito.
Almost 1 year. Thanks for saving me from being a liberal.
Mr. Cardin.
Jesus Christ, dude. What a weirdo. Everyone gets to feel like a winner. Tuberville's office on the 99 vote. All Senate Democrats pound at the chance to distance themselves from defund the police rhetoric. It's just like, dude, so fucking weird, dude. Hold on. We're going to get to that in a second. The Mothman cometh, dude. Hold up. We're going to get to fucking... We're going to get to the American king, okay? We're going to get to the king of America, because many of you think, like, America is run by a democratic process. Some people say it's not a direct democracy. It's actually a representative. It's a representative democracy. Some people say it's a republic. It's not a democracy. A lot of those people that happen to say that are fascists. It's very weird. But, like, ultimately, it's none of those things. It's a monarchy, And Joe Manchin is at the top of it. This is Joe Manchin's world, and we happen to be living in it, okay? So he might have a problem with this $3.5 trillion bill, even though, like, we endlessly had to listen to him and see his ugly ass face on television for months and months on end as the bipartisan bill was being deliberated on, okay? So let's see what's going on here. We'll get to that in a second. I gotta pee first, but let's finish this up and then I'll show you. Here comes Lord Manchin.
Expressed exasperation at the procedure.
So let all of us, 100 people, not walk, but sashay down there and vote for this amendment.
But earlier Tuesday, bipartisanship briefly reigned as the Senate overwhelmingly passed a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill.
On this vote, the yeas are 69.
19 GOP senators joined Democrats in voting to rebuild the nation's highways, bridges, public transit, and expand access to broadband.
After years and years of infrastructure week, we're on the cusp of an infrastructure decade that I truly believe will transform America.
Tennessee's Bill Hagerty voted no.
They call the infrastructure bipartisan, but
I think what it reveals is the strategy deployed by the majority leader. He wanted to put the patina of bipartisanship on this initial package. He wanted to create a series of actions, real momentum toward this $3.5 trillion spending spree that's going to be a debt bomb for America.
The infrastructure measure heads to the House, but Speaker Nancy Pelosi won't allow a vote until the Senate passes that $3.5.
By the way, this is actually solid. Like, what Nancy Pelosi is doing right now is solid. Is very solid. Like, refusing to... I mean, this is what Joe Biden was talking about. This is what the Democrats signaled that they were going to do. It's not going to happen, I don't think. But, I mean, they're not going to hold out. They're not going to hold out. But, you know, it's a good play. It's perhaps the only play at this point.
A series of actions, real momentum toward this $3.5 trillion spending spree that's going to be a debt bomb for America.
The infrastructure measure heads to the...
Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. A debt bomb for America. Suck my fucking cock, you stupid bitch. A debt bomb. It's only a debt bomb when it comes to spending money for just America's citizens, okay? It's a debt bomb when it's building a fucking road. It's a debt bomb when it's expanding Medicare. Suck my cock. It's never a debt bomb when it's a real bomb that we're fucking spending $1 trillion on just on R&D, so that, like, you know, we find new and interesting ways of blowing up fucking school kids in Yemen. That's never a debt bomb. It's a debt bomb when it's a fucking road. Our entire infrastructure is in a fucking state of disrepair. Okay, we're the wealthiest nation on earth. We don't have fucking roads that trucks can reliably drive over. It's like, what about the debt bomb? I fucking despise these people. I would literally jail every politician. I've completely lost it, dude. You're invested here. I'll use capitalist terminology. You are literally reappropriating capital that you have accumulated or taking out debt, let's say, okay? Even though you have the infinite money glitch by being America alone, whatever, you're reinvesting that into your business, okay? Into the infrastructure, into the bare bones, the skeleton of your business. It is necessity for growth. It is an absolute necessity for growth, okay? God damn it, dude. Speaking of which, I still haven't gotten my FEMA alert. I'm probably going to die, okay? Now that I know if there was something catastrophic happening, I would just not know about it because FEMA has taken me off the call list. You know what's hilarious? Other so-called leftists will come out and have something to complain about despite them actually using strategy to get the infrastructure bill, though. Just watch. Who cares, dude? Then don't watch those people, okay? I like, it doesn't matter. You're like hypothesizing and getting angry about what like leftists will say. Like, it's such a wild thing to be upset about. Okay. I'm trying the watermelon flavor of this yerba mate. I'm having yerba mate. Pretty goddamn good.
House, but Speaker Nancy Pelosi won't allow a vote until the Senate passes that $3.5 trillion budget bill.
The total vision is about not only building physical infrastructure, but building human infrastructure.
He sees me spend his hard-earned money on ad Hasanabi subscription has slam has rant.
Anyway, there's actually a reason FEMA takes people off the list for not running ad breaks at the top of the hour. Fuck you.
Microchipped has
I mean, fuck you. You just took that from me. Okay, I should have never read that. I really thought you were gonna give me like insight into why.
Now to Florida.
Why that happens. Okay, before we move on to the mask shit, let's see what the actually important people had to say about the infrastructure bill, as in Lord Joe Manchin. Okay, but before I do that, obviously it is top of the fucking hour. Which means that there's a 6-second ad break coming. This is the first of the day. If you'd like to no longer see the ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do it for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. You can use an ad block or a VPN, but Twitch Prime is free. So here's the 1-minute ad break now. I think there's only Mike from PA and Density that will see this and complain. What? Remember the Republicans that China is expanding infrastructure like crazy? Their brains will panic and fry and be 100% for it. Yeah, I know. The Progressive Caucus is already like up the ass of Nancy Pelosi and everyone else saying like listen, we won't fucking vote for this. The Progressive Caucus members will not support a bipartisan bill without the bold reconciliation bill passing through the Senate. So pretty fucking solid. We talked about this yesterday. I still don't think it'll work, but who knows? I want them to prove me wrong. Anyway, 8 out of 10 moderate Dems are saying they won't vote for the $3.5 trillion plan if the $1.2 trillion doesn't get a vote right away. Well, I mean, they're not going to vote for it anyway. They're doing the Republican tactic. So here's what Joe Manchin had to say, okay? Hold on. Early this morning, I voted yes on a procedural vote.
Hassle.
To move forward on a budget reconciliation process because I believe it is most important to discuss the fiscal policy future of this country. However, I have serious concerns about the grave consequences of facing West Virginians and every American family if Congress decides to spend another $3.5 trillion. Over the past year, Congress has injected more than $5 trillion of stimulus into the American economy. I wonder why that happened. I wonder which president did that and for what reason. To respond to the pandemic, never mind, he mentions it. The challenge we now face is different. Millions of jobs remain unfilled across the country, and rising inflation rates are now an unavoidable tax on the wages and income of every American. You know, a way to combat inflation, of course, is also taxing and raising the interest rates, but he won't do that, obviously. These are not indications of an economy that requires trillions in additional spending. Every elected leader is chosen to make difficult decisions, adding trillions of dollars more to nearly $29 trillion in national debt without any consideration of the negative effects of our children and grandchildren is one of those decisions that has become far too easy in Washington. Given the current state of the economic recovery, it is simply irresponsible to continue spending at levels more suited to respond to a Great Depression or Great Recession, not an economy that's on the verge of overheating. More importantly, I firmly believe that continuing to spend at irresponsible levels puts our puts at risk our nation's ability to respond to the unforeseen crises our country could face. Like what? I urge my colleagues to seriously consider this reality as this budget process unfolds in the coming weeks and months. Put Joe Manchin on a spaceship to fucking Mars, dude. One-way ticket. Don't come back. I'm overheating just thinking about like the many dog whistles that Republicans use.
And giving terrible takes to high from Costa Rica BTW.
What?
14 months. Let's go high, chat.
I did not hear what the dono said. Azan, what about the inflation? Is that not going to fuck us in the future? Yeah, we're in a crisis now and have been for 18 months, but what if a new crisis shows up? So the problem here is that the fucking country roads in West Virginia are in a state of disrepair, okay? I don't know what John Denver would think about the current state of the country roads, but let me tell you something, okay? Mountain Mama, take me home. You're not going home. You can't get the home because the roads are fucked, okay? And guess what? The elderly are fucked at home. They're not getting enough care. The children are fucked. They're not getting enough care either. You understand? There's no home to begin with. What's idiotic about this inflation shit or the debt is that there are measures built in to this $3.5 trillion spending package, okay, that would actually, at the very least, pay for a sizable sum in way, way more significant ways than like the tax breaks ever did, right? Because tax cuts for the wealthy and corporations that Donald Trump pushed for in his administration exclusively fucking ballooned our debt. There was no counter to that. That's just what tax cuts do. But that wasn't a problem then. Okay? The problem, on the other hand, is that they also don't want to tax the wealthy and corporations. That's the real problem. This song is actually written about the state of Maryland. West Virginia just had the right number of syllables for the song. Check the wiki page, lol. I have Discord bubbles? Wait, what? Shut the fuck up, Maryland. Just talk about your flag. Yeah, this is the same guy that Exxon lobbyists literally routinely joke about having in their pocket. Here are some legal documents that show Manchin has stakes in companies that pay less than $15 an hour. Manchin also urged big money donors with no labels to talk to Senator Roy Blunt about flipping his vote on the commission in order to save the filibuster. Like, he himself is... we talked about this before when it happened, thanks to the coverage of Ryan Grimm and Lee Fong at The Intercept. Like, he very openly has talked about, you know, how he could whip a certain way. Jonathan Larson shows legal documents show Manchin has stakes in companies that pay less than $15 an hour. Obviously, that would be a problem for Joe Manchin. A $15 minimum wage. Minimum wage was increased to $15 an hour. And lastly, Republicans were caught on hidden camera praising Manchin as cinema for obstructing the Democrats. Let's watch that. This is David Dole, Rational National. He's great. Great left-wing commentator on YouTube. Let's watch what Rick Santorum. Do not Google Rick Santorum. It is a sex act. Do not Google it. You do not want to see that. Did you read about the pharma company his daughter is an exec at? Yes, of course I know about the fucking pharma company that Joe Manchin's daughter used to be an executive at. All right.
Thank you. Seriously. Call Kirsten Sinema and say thank you.
GOP lawmakers...
Thank you, David Dole. Let's watch the rest of this video because I want to quickly get through this.
A bunch of people run around, particularly progressives, who all they want to talk about is, well, let the people's will be done. No. We don't want the people's will to be done immediately because you have the passions of the majority that remember, our Constitution was set up to protect who? Minority rights, not the majority rights.
But the reality is...
And the real minority is billionaires. Obviously, Rick Santorum is correct. Who's the biggest minority in this country? And by that, I mean, like, who's the most minor of the minority? You know what I mean? Like, billionaires. There are, unfortunately, a very tiny percentage of them. I mean, the 1% of the 1%, it's in the name. And that's what the Constitution is here to protect.
They are pushing as far as they can. Fortunately for us, the filibuster is still in effect in the Senate. Without that, we would be dead meat, and this thing would be, then we'd be having a little bit more frantic discussion than we're having today. But thank goodness for cinema. And
they keep saying billionaire. They keep saying rich. They keep saying wealthy. Instead, they should be saying POM, people of means, or POW, prisoner of war, but also people of wealth. Okay? You say BIPOC. It's not POC's not good enough anymore. Now you got to say BIPOC. Why can't we say POM? Why can't we say POW? That's right. People are out here saying the B word. Billionaire. They're saying the M word loosely now. Millionaire. Oh, God. That's right. The true oppressed minorities. We need to care about them.
And Joe Manchin.
I like it when AOC is going after Joe Manchin. Like, this is great for me. You know, it makes my job easier as a conservative because, you know, I can go to Joe Manchin or Kirsten Sinema and be like, hey, guys, you know, and I'm really sorry you're having to go through that. That's just a shame. Nobody should be treated like this. I just really thank you for standing for the country. And, you know, all of you in this room, people at home on Zoom, let me tell you right now, if you want to do one thing to keep the Republic afloat, call Joe Manchin's office, call Kirsten Sinema's office, be polite, smile as you talk on the phone. You know, if you talk on the phone with a smile, your voice sounds better. You just be like, hi, I'm here to talk to Senator Joe Manchin and thank him for keeping the filibuster intact. I'm just a Republican voter from state X, doesn't matter, but I just want to say thank you. Because what's happening up here is the fact that they've decided not to blow open the filibuster, in a lot of respects, is going to save the Republic from the worst things that the left wants to do. And H.R. 1 is the tip of the iceberg.
So we just got to hold the line right now. Keeping the filibuster is a big part of that, and all the other elements that I know y'all are discussing this week.
It's a lot easier to pass giveaways than it is to take them away. Really? And everybody thinks, oh, well, we don't.
That's literally, I mean,
months. Keep up the work.
He's right. And that's kind of the heart of the truth there. Because when you pass the giveaways, it's very hard to fucking take it back. Like, good luck trying to advocate to eradicate the NHS in the UK. It's not going to happen. Good luck trying to take away socialized healthcare in Canada. It's not going to happen. Good luck trying to take away Social Security in this country. It is a deeply irresponsible and incredibly unpopular thing. Medicare. Everybody loves Medicare, okay? And people who are on Medicare fucking vote. Important constituency for both parties. So they know that these policies are popular. They know that these policies would demand tax hikes, and they don't want that. They want to make sure that their main constituents, not you, not me, not the average Joe, not the working class, but the billionaires, millionaires, and wealthy corporations continue to make money off of the government's ineptitude and lack of interest in covering certain parts of people's immediate needs and amenities that other comparable OECD nations unconditionally offer to their citizens. That's how it works. You ... working class. That's why I said me, you, average Joes. It was a big fucking, it was a big umbrella, you fucking idiot. Go ahead, you fucking slave to capital. Go ahead, dude. Oh, I can't believe it. You're making a lot of money. You shouldn't advocate for me. Okay, dude, fuck it. Come be my slave then. How about that? I'm going to enslave your family now, you fucking idiot.
For a job after quitting my
if you're that much of a cuck.
service job, wish me luck, Hasan.
It's just like so dumb. No, shut up. I like being a wage slave.
Hassle.
You forgot to actually click the run ads button, dude? No, I didn't. I did. But it's not as a working class. What's he doing right now? Dude, accruing capital. That's how it works. These are stonks. You guys are actually accumulating, you know, subscriptions that you guys give me. The $5 subscriptions that you guys give me or Twitch Primes that you give me are actually just pre-existing capital that's accumulating. None of you are real. You're just fucking actual numbers. This is the stock market. I'm currently trading.
We'll just take them away. No, we won't.
Irish viewer pod.
No, we won't. So please, if any of you have any thoughts about the idea that a filibuster removal, it was a good deal, and I know the previous president was for it and still is. It's a bad idea. Call Joe Manchin and say thank you. Seriously. Call Kirsten Sinema and say thank you.
So that, of course, is just further confirmation of what we already know.
There is like not even any reason to do commentary over this. I mean, no disrespect to David, his videos are great, but you guys check his channel out. But like, that's it. Like, it's literally perfect. Like, it's just, you don't need additional information. Like, they're basically telling you what the deal is.
I'm a 3-month Andy now. Love you, Hassan, and chat hassle.
Some dad murdered his 2 kids from my hometown down in Mexico. New JCS video might come from that in the future. I like that. I love that, dude. Hey, there was a murder that happened in my hometown. Very excited to look forward to the JCS video that we might watch together on stream. Oh, fuck, dude. Anyway, that's where we're at. And we know that Joe Manchin is the dog of the fucking... he's the dog of the oil lobby. He's a fucking piece of shit. Most of what he advocates for doesn't make sense because they would be incredibly helpful for the people of West Virginia. Increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour is literally incredibly popular. Incredibly popular in West Virginia. Over 60% popularity, and he still yeeted that. It's just, he's not like, he's not working for West Virginia. He's not working for Americans. He's working for Joe Manchin.
70% of Americans support creating a pathway to citizenship for TPS holders, for dreamers, and farm workers. That includes a majority of Democrats and Republicans and independents. Colleagues, right now, we have an opportunity to provide stability and security for the very workforce that the Department of Homeland Security, beginning during the Trump administration, has deemed essential to our nation's economy and security. So as we write a reconciliation bill to create an equitable and sustainable economic recovery, we must include immigration reform. 70%.
True. And by the way, that has consistently been a number that is incredibly popular. Thank you, Alex Padilla. I mean, he's all right. Better than the rest of California's like major politicians, with the exception of Katie Porter, who I like. So he's not great, but he's not bad either. I know, guys. I know it's Padilla. Okay, I know. Ro Khanna. Don't get me started on Ro Khanna. Okay, I got